came across a gentleman who was pretty frustrated. He had one of those easy up tents that aren't so easy up. I mean, if there was ever a thing that had the wrong name. So of course, it wasn't easy for him, and the whole thing just collapsed. And the harder he tried, the worse it got, until it was finally just this twisted pile of steel. It was just a complete mess. And I'm watching him, because it's a little bit entertaining. You know, from a distance. So I watch this guy, and all of a sudden there's this baggie that blows across the ground. He picks it up for some reason. What's he doing? He goes over to a pile of leaves, and he starts putting leaves and twigs into this baggie, and he rolls it up till it's about that big around. I'm pretty curious. He goes over, he sticks this baggie, and it looks suspiciously like something most of us of my age are familiar with. Puts this baggie down in the middle of that twisted pile of steel, stands back and looks at it. Then he thinks. So he goes over and he gets a couple of beers. Places 2 beers under there next to that baggie. Now he's really satisfied. Goes and sits down nearby. I walk over, I say, "What you got there?" He goes, "A hippie trap." My job is interesting.
Just another Live Oak moment. I'm supposed to follow that. I dream in the morning that she'll bring me water. While I dream in the evening, she'll bring me wine. She's just a poor man's daughter from south of the border. Evangelina from old Mexico. There's a great hot desert south of Mexicali. And if you ain't got water, boy, you better not go, because tequila won't get you across that desert to Evangelina there in old Mexico. The fire I feel for the woman I love is driving me insane, knowing she's waiting and I can't get there. God only knows that I rack my brain and try and find a way to reach that woman there in old Mexico. Guarded the border, and he said, "You won't need no papers, I'm gonna let you go, or I can tell that you love her by that look in your eyes, boy. She is a rose of the desert down in old Mexico." The fire for the woman I love is driving me insane, knowing she's waiting, I still can't get there. God only knows that I rack my brain to try and find a way
fit the voice I've got. This is a song about whiskey. I mean whiskey. And it's a blues tune, but not just a blues tune. It's a country blues. Thanks a lot, everybody. Listen, once again, thank you so much for coming out this early to be here, because you know what? If you guys weren't here, this would be really weird. So, we really appreciate it. We're going to do one more for you and say goodbye. Have a great rest of Live Oak, everybody. We're still here.
Closest thing to a Sunday morning gospel number that we've been able to come up with all the years. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? And the congregation said, Amen. I don't need a whole lot of money. I don't need no big big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I've got everything that I could ask for. I don't like to run around, don't want to stay out all night, 'cause I've got me a sweet, loving woman who knows how to treat me just right. My baby, she's alright. She's out of sight. She's some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. Yes, she is. Now when I hold her in my arms, she sets my whole world on fire. When my baby kisses me, my heart becomes filled with desire. When she wraps her loving arms around me, it drives me out of my mind. When my baby squeezes me, those chills run up and down my spine. Well, my baby, she's alright. She's clear out of sight, don't you know that she is some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. Yes, she is. Well, there must be somebody out there who got a sweet loving woman like mine. There must be somebody out there who's got a sweet loving woman like mine. Now can I get a witness? 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 Oh, there's got to be a witness. Can I get a witness? Heaven knows I'm a witness. Can I get a witness? I know that she's some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. I sure love her. How can I get a witness?